Hi, I'm Cassie from the Hungry Library. Welcome to our Hungry Librarians today. We are going to make a plant-based white bean shakshuka dish today. I had to practice saying that a couple times. Shakshuka, I guess, is normally made with eggs, but because this is a vegan style dish, we are going to use a vegan cream cheese with it. I'll show you that later on. But to get started, you start with 2 tablespoons of olive oil in your heated pan. So I'll get that in there yet. Let that heat up just a little bit. Now I already cut up the onion and garlic, so that's all ready to go. And this is made with fresh kale. We'll get that cut up. We'll get the onion in there as soon as that warms up just a little bit. That looks good. Put our onion in. So I made this for Easter, and it was enjoyed by many. I have not tried it myself yet. I'm not a big bean fan, but I was told it was very tasty. So I hope you guys enjoy it when you make it. We'll just let that kind of turn, the onions kind of clear, let that kind of cook down a little bit, and then in the meantime, we'll take the stems off the kale. You don't want the stems on when you put that in there. That is going to make it kind of rough. So I'm going to chop most of that off, or most of the stems anyway. I don't know an easier way to do this.
No, I think you're kind of doing it the same way I do.
If anybody at home knows an easier way to do this, please let us know. Or anybody watching, I guess I should say.
Yeah, we've got some people watching, so hi.
Hello.
We're doing plant-based recipes this month because of Earth Day in April.
Yes. All right. Next month, we are doing picnic dishes.
Kind of getting ready for summer coming.
Yep. We have a lot of fun programs coming up this summer, so please pay attention to our Facebook page and our advertisements. A lot of our events are going to be outside because we're still practicing social distancing and trying to keep the spread of the COVID down.
I can smell the onions. It smells really
They're
good in
cooking.
here.
All right, that's looking pretty good. Kind of made a mess there.
It's kind of what cooking is about.
Yeah. I had to cut the onion up earlier because I didn't really want to cry during the program. It was a strong one that Mickey picked out. All right. So now, as you can see, the onion is getting a little more clear. So we'll add the garlic. And it's 1 full yellow onion and 3 cloves of garlic. Oh, it's smelling good.
Mm-hmm.
Get that going. All right, let's see. Let that cook down just for a few minutes, and then we'll add the kale. I think I got most of it broken up here. Probably easier just to pull it apart than it is to cut it. And we'll cook that for just a few minutes. And we have a lot of spices that are added to this. We have oregano, pepper, smoked paprika, cumin. Crushed red peppers are optional, okay? I'd like to add them because I like a little more kick. And pepper, of course. And then we're gonna also add stewed tomatoes, diced or crushed, diced tomatoes, and then white beans, cannelli beans. Just want to have that kale start to turn a little darker of a green here. And then we'll add the tomatoes, the beans. There we go. And then we'll start adding our spices. All right, let's see. Let's start with the pepper. Just as a half a teaspoon of pepper, I'm just gonna, this is a crushed pepper. Well, I'll be darned. Oh, there we go. So I'm just gonna add that to that. About half of a teaspoon. Looks good. All right, and then I think it was just a teaspoon of cumin and oregano and a little bit of salt, just a pinch. I don't like to add a lot of salt, so. This is just 1 teaspoon. I'm just using a half, so that's why I'm adding it twice here. We left our teaspoon upstairs. And the oregano. Ooh, it's starting to smell really yummy.
Mm-hmm. I like your backdrop today.
Earth Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the smoked paprika was 2 teaspoons. Just gonna take this off of here. There we go. Right. Stir in all those spices.
So we're recording downstairs today because
yes, because we are open to the public. Finally, you can come in anytime now during our open hours. Masks are recommended, preferred.
and
We
we're
have our
still-
newspapers out.
Yep.
If you need to look at the newspapers again, you can come in, you can browse, you can stay for like an hour if you need to use the Wi-Fi. We do have computers available on the even hours. Just you can call ahead to reserve one, or you can just come in during those even hours and use one if it's available. But it will only be available for the 1 hour.
And we're still
Slack.
offering curbside if you
Yes.
prefer.
So you can call and just schedule an appointment for the curbside if you wish. Okay, now we're gonna add the tomatoes. Oh, and this month's DIY take and go is a lime and lavender incense, or for your house.
Potpourri.
Potpourri, is that what you want to call it?
I think so.
Okay. It smells wonderful. Springy, nice and fresh with that lime and lavender. It just reminds you of springtime. So there are still some of those available if you want to stop in and pick one up, or you can call and we can make you a curbside appointment and hand that out to you. Now we'll add the beans.
That looks really good.
Now you actually probably want this to cook a little bit longer. It says on the directions to just let it simmer for a little while and then set it aside. And it should be ready to go. And it is recommended to be eating on garlic toast chips. So what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna show you, oh, wait a second. We have the toasted chips there. We have to add the red pepper. This is a good way to let it sit for a little while yet and cook down. I'm just going to take a little bit of it out because I'm going to let the rest of this cook for a little while.
What about the cream cheese? When do you?
I'm going to add that right soon here. I'm just going to take a little bit of that out. And then you just dollop the cream cheese on. And there you have it. That's your white bean shakshuka. And then you just put it on your little garlic toasts, and it's almost like a bruschetta type.
Oh, it looks fabulous.
Doesn't it? And there you go. So, hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Thanks.